God, first, doing that thing again. I wish I didn't have 3 chins. I know, it's vanity, but I really, really wish I didn't. Anyway, I do, so it doesn't matter. And I probably, well, maybe always will. I don't know. And I'm gonna try and stay with you instead of looking at me, because I don't want to look at me because I see all of this. And even though like these bits of my hair look quite nice, it's actually really long and really ratty. I mean, I haven't had my hair cut since about the week before the end of November, because I had my hair all cut really nicely and dyed. It was really expensive. I had this like kind of blue dye put through my hair, something really like different for me anyway, for the Scottish Music Awards. Like, anyone cared what my hair looked like, or anyone in particular took any notice of my hair? I don't think you even want to acknowledge my existence, let alone took any notice of my hair. So, yeah, and I have been wondering how hairdressers were around here, because I hadn't really been. Sorry, I keep. What I should do is just cover this up, and then, or just have a thing that says, "Look here." Instead of looking at yourself, I'm looking at myself, because it's like you just have something to bounce off, even though it's you. You don't want to look at yourself. It's you've. Even though I'm talking to myself figuratively, I feel like I'm talking to someone just by looking at myself. When really, if I'm just looking at this thing that I know is the camera, that little dot right there, that doesn't feel like I'm talking to somebody. But I'll just pretend it's an eye. It's someone's really weird eye. And you're there. Hello. Can you tell I maybe... I don't feel I'm faking it, but I'm feeling a little better. Well, maybe a little bit more than a little better. I don't know. I don't want to preempt things too much, because, as I say, lows are lows and highs are highs most of the time, and I'm probably at the... I know this doesn't seem like it, but it feels like I'm a little bit at the manic high stage at the moment. Which means I feel like I have got things under control, which maybe I don't know, but I'll fool myself into thinking that I do, because at the moment I'm not really... Probably for the first time in I don't know how long, I actually haven't really, even though there's still, like, I'm gonna be honest here, like, well, I've been honest over the past few weeks, and I know it's gonna sound ridiculous and everything, but it is what it is, and I need to probably talk about it to articulate it and then get it out there and then maybe overcome it. I don't know. I haven't really thought about him much lately. There is still a niggle in the back of my mind sometimes, but it's more a generalized kind of thing. So, I think, I don't know whether he did that because, he just did it to generalize, or what, or what the hell. I don't know. I take everything like it's personally to me. So obviously during, well, not obviously, I mean, not all of you was like hang on his every word like I do. When the August playlist came out, the first thing he said was like during the Roadrunner, his explanation for Roadrunner, I think it was, about, you know, after the trauma of 5 months of lockdown, what he needed was a holiday. You know, that's how I interpreted it anyway. The grueling 5 months of like, well, I suppose 5 months in your own company, supposedly, it would probably get to you, I guess. So maybe you would need a holiday, like from yourself. The irony in all of this. Yeah. So, yeah. And what did he say? I can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, just the fact that he was saying that he had gone off, you know, and that he said something like he'd be back in Glasgow soon enough, and, you know, working on the album and all of this stuff, and, you know, but in the meantime, happy holidays from working so hard. Sorry. If he ever sees these. I'm sure you were working on the tome and doing whatever else that you've been doing. I'm not saying anything else. Yeah. So, yeah, I do sound like I'm a really bit on the other on the other end, don't I? I think because, well, one, I have been getting out and exercising more, and like more religiously, like really thinking like, you know, I could be sorry. I could be down, I could be kind of, you know, just not keeping motivated. I'm having to push myself, but it's turned around and I'm not having to push so much. I'm just going like, let's just get out there, and get yourself moving and eating well, and then still having little naughty things. Obviously, I was talking about the white chocolate the other day, the poppy and what was it, the lemon and poppy seed white chocolate that I got from, let me see if I can get the name of this shop right, Fruits and Flowers. Is that what I said it was? Eat shoots and leaves. It's eat shoots and leaves to me. Yeah. So today went down to the canal because I love the canal. It's just such a lovely little thing that I mean, people would just go. I mean, even I was going. Well, when I was asking locals like where were the good areas to be, the reaction I would get would be like, no, that place is shit. That place is shit. That place is. It was like literally every suburb of like Glasgow. That place is shit. I'm like, is there any part of Glasgow that isn't shit? So I had Impossible Park shit and Springburn shit, but it's not quite a shit, but it's still shit. I have to say certain bits of Apostle Park is not great, but the canal is right near the. Oh, okay. I've learned today that really technically that bit of the canal is actually Hamilton Hill. Excuse me. And then beyond that it's like Mary Hill. Now, see, I was told Mary Hill was questionable, and every time I go to Mary Hill, I'm like, Mary Hill's really nice, but not as nice as Bishop Briggs. Oh my God, Bishop Briggs is so lovely. But well, that's another time. So yeah, that. Sorry, yeah, you can tell. You can tell that no, there's no drugs are being consumed. It's just I'm just high on life. No, I don't know. I don't know. No, I I probably exude more mania than I really feel. Actually, I just feel better and more positive and not where I was. Let's get that just out the way there, and that's really what it is. I'm just trying to have fun, that's all. Yeah, so the canal's really nice today. Lots of cyclists around today, more than usual. And, I'm not one of these anti-cyclist people at all. But sometimes, I don't know, there's a little bit of work going on at one little section of the canal on the left side. And so it's kind of sectioned off a little bit, and it's very narrow. And it says on a little cautionary notice there, it says cyclists dismount. Pardon me, did any cyclist dismount? One cyclist can't even say it, dismounted from their bicycle. One. And we must have passed, or we must have had, say, 12 or 15 cyclists go past us. And one dismounted from that section. I'm not saying anything else, but sometimes I wonder. So lots of cyclists, and people exercising outside. Like, there was a guy that on the way back, there was a guy boxing, like doing, having boxing training outside. Yeah. So, and well, the plan was to go down to the canal, down to Firhill Stadium, and then just get out of the footpath of the canal from there, and go up to Ridge Hill Park and have a meander around there, and then do some shopping and come back home. But we were both pretty knackered, really. So I just come straight back after getting to the Firhill Stadium bit of the canal path, and then I saw that this a Chinese supermarket that's on the corner there, on the corner of Saracen Street, was open, this Siwu place, and I'm like, actually, I want to go in and have a look at this place. And the other half went, well, go on then, let's go in then. We'll just go in and have a look. And oh my god. It is a Aladdin's cave of delights. It's just wow. Oh my god. It was awesome in there. I didn't get a lot, but because I just wanted to be careful. I was really, really hoping I'd see steam buns in there, but I didn't. Because their freezer section is kind of not. I think either the freezers are crap and not working, or it's just through the pandemic and probably them getting stock of frozen things, maybe from China and elsewhere in Asia. It's just kind of like not going on, so there's just no stock of it, and therefore the freezer section's empty. I don't know, but no steam buns to be had. There was some fresh, not mochi. Keep on going to say nochi. That's a completely different thing. Mochi. They had like, the kind of not taste so nice, like packet kind of long life mochi, which is more and chewy and it's not really that appetizing. But the fresh stuff, the stuff that you buy, sorry, I have an itchy eye, my apologies. The fresher stuff that you get, like, I miss, sorry, just as on a tangent, I miss Minamoto Kichuan in London, because they do really, really fresh sweets, like sweets that you have to like eat in 2 or 3 days or they go off, and they are the most just the softest, most gorgeous. Like the mochi is just so it wasn't quite on the par with that, but there was fresher mochi, and it was I had some earlier. It's like pandan flavored, like the thing itself, the outer mochi ball is pandan flavored, and then the red bean like center. Oh my god. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. Yum. So yeah, I got myself pandan red bean filled mochi, which is, and I got these other red bean filled sesame cake things, which aren't as sweet, which probably maybe would taste nicer heated up, possibly, because I just had it cold, and it really was more like a kind of, it was in a pastry kind of thing, like, so maybe heat it up and then so with a little bit of ice cream on top or something would be nicer. I don't know. I'll have to see how I'm meant to consume that one. I also got just some tofu and some some hoisin sauce and 2 different sort of sachets of bean paste, which I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to have to look up to see how I do steam buns or something, but I don't have any glutinous flour or anything like that, so I don't know how I'm going to kind of do any steam buns or anything, but well, I'll see what I can do to use this red bean paste, because it's all about the red bean paste for me. Ugh, yum. I love that stuff. Oh, and there was some stuff where I just go, sorry, I'm really not a fan of matcha. And there was a thing, there was matcha and ginger latte, and I was just like, no, no thanks. Ginger, yes. Matcha, I don't like it. Nah, you can keep your matcha. And then, oh, there was another mochi there, and oh no, it wasn't mochi, it was marshmallow. They had these like packs of marshmallow, and they had this lovely, like, and it was like red bean marshmallow, but it was matcha and red bean marshmallow, and I'm like, don't put that. That's like just, I don't know. That's like putting, I don't know. It's just like, I'm going, don't put it with matcha. I really wanted to try that, but not with, no. No, no thanks. There was a little live animals in there, like live seafood that you could get, which I was like, nope. I wouldn't do that. Sorry, I'm pulling my socks up. What else caught my eye in there? I'm trying to think. Just lots of all different. Yeah, there was sesame oil, pure sesame oil. I thought about getting some of that, and then I looked at the price and went, oh wow, I can wait for next time. I had this in my head that I was looking for oyster sauce, and I found oyster sauce, and then I'm like, why do I want oyster sauce for? What am I gonna do with that? I don't know. Yeah, just lots of all different like an aisle of noodles and like just yeah. There's, even though the freezer section was not really stocked up, there was still so much in there. It's probably, pardon me, the biggest Asian supermarket I have been in. Like, obviously, for one of not being in, well, I have been to Japan. I just haven't been in a supermarket in Japan. And I've not been to any other Asian country. So, yeah. Outside of that, probably the biggest one I never been in, and there were quite generous sized ones in Oz. I mean, God, there was this. Oh, that's what I was hoping I would see too. There was this one that Janice, my friend Janice in Adelaide, took me to. This one in Adelaide. Oh, wow! And there were like things there, and oh, and then this one that we had in Luton, they used to have all these like. Maybe I just didn't see it for looking. I'll have to go back. I gotta go back to this seafood place. They used to have all these like fruits that were like preserved and sugared and soured, and like they were chewy, and I love those things. I didn't notice any of those there today, but maybe I just wasn't keeping my eye out for it. And more snack things, like there were the sort of lots of snack things that the one in Luton had, but the one in Luton was like probably, I need like a third of the size of this seafood place. It's humongous. Yeah, and just down there, just down the end of like Postle Park High Street, basically. Though they're Hamilton Hill. that was fun to go into. Done some drumming practice today, which felt better, even though I didn't practice very well. No, I was gonna say I didn't practice very long. I did my usual sort of stint of like, I don't know, I think I've got about 45 minutes, near an hour in. But I have been kind of not so great on it because I'm like kind of one day on, one day off, which, well, Cherie said that would be okay, but I feel like that's not good enough for me, that I should not be doing one day on, one day off, and also I shouldn't be only doing like 45 minutes. Like, I've got a lot to catch up on and get to grips with, and time's ticking, you know. And people say, you know, you'll get there, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm like nearly 50, and you know, it's getting on. And if I want to be any semblance of good, decent, you know, and I can kind of just about, I can fudge holding a tune at the moment, can't I? You know, if you, sorry, if you want 4/4 with a basic fill, I can do it. But that's really all I am proficient at the moment. So I'm gonna keep going. Charisse is off to Germany tomorrow, so I can't have another lesson for another couple of weeks yet. Unless I find myself another tutor that can work in between times, I don't know. Well, obviously, you know, this tuition's probably gonna have to move on to someone else at some point, because, you know, fingers crossed it all kind of, this pandemic bizzo settles down and we get back to some semblance of there being a live music scene and gigs and things. So, you know, I'm not gonna have my tutor around forever. Sorry, I just wanted to get a little bit more comfortable. I was on the edge of the bed there. Yeah, so sorry about that. Just wanted to pause for a moment while something was going on. Oh God, sorry. I actually, I'm gonna bring you a little closer to me. Yeah. Oh no, let's see. Look, there we go. I like that little bit in the corner up there. Someone in his jacket and his trousers. And I know I'm trying to be good, but you know, it's still just the enjoyment of the aesthetic. Oh dear. Oh well. And I switched the light on, so we have my glasses reflecting. Well, actually, that's just the windows outside. Lucky it's not sunny, huh? Yeah, where was I? No, I don't know where I was, but I know where I was gonna go next. And I'm looking at me again instead of looking at you. Yeah, looking at you, looking through at me. Yeah, that's although there were nice vegetables and fruit inside Siwu, and I did get some celery from there because the celery looked really nice. Oh, and I got, oh yeah, where did they go? Well, they must be in there as well. I did get some spring onion too. I think I got spring onion. I don't remember that, seeing that going through now. I don't know. Just see now. Sorry. Oh god, this is gonna go on forever and ever again. I'm thinking, oh, I'll be short and succinct. I'll go and this and this and this and this and this, and then, you know, it'll be done. And it's not. It's half an hour long already. Oh god. Yeah. So, Siwa had good fruit and vegetables, but it seemed a little pricey. But it looked very nice. But I was determined to get more fruit and vegetables this shopping trip, because I haven't really been eating that kind of healthy, you know. So I went into Lidl and got some lovely vine ripened tomatoes, some nectarines, pink lady apples, bananas, 2 lots of bananas. Bananas are pretty much ripe now, and very green bananas. I will be ready in a few days' time. Some oranges, some grapes. Oh god, there's not many vegetables in this fruit and vegetables. I meant to get some. Oh god, I meant to get some sweet corn, but I didn't. Damn. And I was looking at mushrooms and then thought, well, I got some frozen mushrooms, so I went get mushrooms. I do have some frozen stir fry, so there is stir fry as well. What else did I get? Oh, we got some carrots. There we go. This is in the vegetable bit. We got some carrots. That's about it, I think. Yeah. Wanted to get some more soft cheese, because I feel like I should use more soft cheese. I like soft cheese as an alternative to having butter on things, because I'm very much my mother's daughter when it comes to butter, and you know, butter like spreads and margarine that and ends up being that thick on the bread and things, which is not very good for me, I know. But that is also my downfall usually, is bread. So I'm glad that I didn't think about buying bread, because I didn't buy any bread. And if I did buy bread, then I should have got some crisp bread or something. Yeah, but a nice lot of vegetables, some nice lot of fruit, some vegetables. Siwu was brilliant. Did 8Ks of walking today, well, near enough to 9. Did about 8.5K on, what day is it? Thursday. But did 8.5K on Monday. Probably won't go out tomorrow, although, yeah, might have to just go out, pop out and get some supplies before it pisses with rain. So, but it won't be far. It'll just be down to the nearest shop, which is only, it's like a quarter of a mile down the road, so that's not going to be much of a walk. But that's okay, you know. building up to it. Probably do some more Saturday and Sunday. Weather's going to be really nice for the weekend. That's a miracle, you know. One, it's Glasgow. Two, when is it ever nice on the weekend? Usually when you get the nice weather, it's all like through the week. Not that it matters to me personally. It doesn't really make much of a difference in the current situation and circumstance. But, you know, for most working people, it's like, yeah, God, it'd be like sunny all through the week and then the weekends when the shit weather's around. But not this weekend. It's going to be gorgeous. So that's nice. And that means I will do my best to get out and do more exercise. Maybe not 8K both of those days, but I'll get out and I'll just, even if it means 5K both days, I just have to keep at it and keep working on it. Oh, pardon me. God, such a dag. Which would put me, if I was to do, hopefully, 5K on both of those days, I would do, I can't do the maths, 26Ks in a week, which would be nice. It would be pretty good. Can't remember what I did last week. I think I did, well, I did nearly 30 and I did something like 28K because I went, I think, I'm online. Oh, I'm going, oh, I'll have a look on my phone. I'm using my phone to record this. I can't have a look on my phone. I shall put it somewhere, you know, like, I'll probably share this on the blog, so I'll put that info below on the blog if I remember to add it. Anyway, before it gets to 40 minutes, I will stop this one. It's just the usual checking in and being, sorry, I just kicked my thing that the thing is on. Yeah. Also, Thursdays now feel like Fridays to me, which is weird. And I really feel like I should be doing something for Kerrsday, as I still like to refer to it. But I don't know what. I don't know what, because I probably just about shared every single picture that exists of him, and now other than just the repetition of like, this one's a nice one. Or try to create new themes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with that one. Anyway, I shall say ta-ra.